How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Mentor Monday. Mentor Monday is your weekly microdose of encouragement, inspiration, and miracle grow on your potential as a coach. Do me a huge favor, actually, two favors. Jump inside of the comments or the chat, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, and let us know that you're here. Just jump into the chat right now, say hello, tell us where you're joining us from, what you're excited about, what you feel momentum on in your life. Also, do me a second favor. If you guys have been around any length of time, you know that we don't do anything fluffy on Monday nights. We have a forward mission statement at Life Coach Training Institute. It's proficient coaches, thriving practices. That's what we are committed to. And even on a Monday, we don't waste your time. We call it Mentor Monday for a reason. We're trying to help you on one of those ends or both of those ends every time that we get together. And we're in a series right now that is focused on helping you land your first coaching client in 30 days or less. So jump into the comments. Let us know that you're here. Also, like and share it. If you've ever benefited from a Mentor Monday, then just do me one favor. It'll take you 1 second just to go on your phone or on your computer and just hit like. That's all I'm asking. Okay? Just do that for me, please. Just do it. Hey, some of you haven't done it. Just do it. Okay, cool. Let me say hello to some people who are saying hello to me. Got Life Elevation Coaching from Orlando. I used to live in Orlando. I loved Orlando. Kathy joining us from Ohio. Steven's joining us from Arkansas. Rashonda is joining us from Texas. Kate is joining us from Florida. Okay, so Florida is highly represented. Anybody else not in Florida here tonight? Go ahead and jump inside of the chat really quick. Let us know that you're here. Tell us where you are joining us from, and say hello to us. Michelle is joining us from Oregon. There we go. And now we hit the West Coast. All right. I'm not the only person on here from the West Coast right now, or at least presently in the West Coast. Keep it coming, though. Who else is joining us? We're about to jump in to this week's second. It's actually the second week of this new series. Well, I guess it's not new now. It was new last week. Now it's we're going to be halfway through the series actually after in just a little bit. Keep it coming. Keep your comments coming. I want to do something really quick. And give me 1 second. And there we go. All right. We're just hitting a little thing here, and then we're good. Anybody else saying hello? Let me see who else do I need to say hello to. Michelle joining us from Oregon. Shailene joining us from Northern Utah. There we go. Getting a little more Western. Danny, we're back to the East Coast. Danny's joining us from New Jersey. Good to see you. All right. So we might as well jump in. And if you guys would just keep those comments rolling in. And this is the series that we are in. It's all about how to get your first coaching client. We are in week 2. We're talking about the easy yes offer. Now, for those of you who would like the slides, here's how you get them. We don't just make these beautiful slides for nothing each week. So if you want the slides, go ahead and text the word slides. Don't text anything else. Just the word slides to 833-258-7547. There's no extra cost on that. It's just a text. Text the word slides to 833-258-7547. That way you'll get you'll get this week's slides, and you'll be able to follow along because there's some great content and some great questions that you're going to want to walk away from tonight to work on the particular stuff that we're giving you. Because I'm not going to just sit here talking about it. Inside the slides, there's going to be some specific questions that help you put feet to what we're talking about. So rather than you having to sit there writing, I'll give you one more second to jump in and get that. Text the word slides to 833-258-7547. And yeah, and let us know that you are here. Let me see, who else do I need to say hello to really quickly? Just give me 1 second. Lori is from Florida. Good to see you. All right. So we might as well jump in. What is the series again? This series is how to get your first coaching client. We are in week 2, and we're talking about the easy yes offer. And really, what I want to try to help you walk away with today. Last week, we talked about how to find your people. What's that first step? And when I talk about that first step, the first step is not creating social media necessarily. Your first step is not necessarily creating a website or anything else, though those are not bad things just to have in place or whatever. We showed you what that first step is. And here's the other cool thing is that it doesn't even involve spending money. So this week, if you guys followed through on what we were even talking about last week, then you probably already have that list, a minimum of 100 people. That is already the beginning stages of your network. Now, in this process of acquiring clients, what's incredibly critical for you to do is to create an offer, but not just any offer. When I say an offer, what we're really talking about here is that you don't sell coaching. And I know that's a little bit hard probably for you to get because aren't we in the coaching business? Why would you not sell coaching? Because nobody knows what coaching is. Coaching is not very tangible. No one really knows what it is. And every time that I've seen a coach try to explain what coaching is, I've watched them fail miserably. You can't explain what coaching is. Coaching's best understood when it's actually demonstrated. So, and even when you watch it going on, I would still, and this is what I always have to do, even in training our coaches, people who come into our coach training program always start with a particular idea of what they think coaching is, and we pretty much dismantle a lot of those ideas and assumptions even in the first session of training. And then by the second session, when they see coaching and I explain what's going in, that's when the light bulb really goes off and we understand. We have a real understanding of what coaching is. And that's the thing is that you don't want to sell something, try to sell something that you have to educate people on. If you're trying to educate people on something or why they need something, they're never going to buy it. That is a losing cause. What do we sell then? We sell a solution to a problem. That means that your coaching has to solve a problem. Your problem and your people combined creating niche. So you need to have a people group that you have chosen, and you need to have a problem that keeps them up at night. That's what makes coaching valuable, because people don't buy coaching, they buy a solution to a problem that they're already aware of. They need to know that they have the problem. They don't need you explaining to them about a problem they didn't know existed, nor do they need you talking about a problem that they don't really think is that big of a deal. We want the things that are keeping them up at night. So you should be doing your homework on that. Now, having said all of that, there are actually 4 yeses that we want to get to. And you guys still have time to get these slides. There are 4 yeses that you need in order to sign a what I would call as a VIP coaching client. And some yeses are easier than others. But I'm going to show you 4 yeses that you get that turn into ultimately a VIP coaching client. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create offers for each one of these yeses. And what we do is that we create the offer in a way that is a no-brainer for them, and it's the next right step for them. So let me start with this first part right here. This first part is the first type of yes that you need. Now, if you look, I want you to imagine that last person. That's the person that you're going to make the most money off of. You're going to do the deepest coaching and the most transformation in. It is the one that's actually got the trophy at the end. But there's still people along the way that you are moving towards that direction. Imagine that each one of these things are steps. Let me see if I can just get a writing tool here. Imagine that this is yes number 1 or step number 1, right? That's a step. And wouldn't you agree that it's a little bit easier for someone to move from there to there, isn't it? It really is. And what we have over here is step number 2, essentially. That's a yes. If you get this yes, then that's a lot easier than if you were in step number 1, isn't it? And then you got step 3, and that's a really easy. That's just like a little step over. Like that's a little baby step to get that. So this is the whole principle behind even what I'm talking about right now, is that there are smaller yeses and there are bigger yeses all the way up to VIP. So this first type of yes that you need is a yes, I want to see what you are about. Because where is this person at? Well, look at the person. They've got their arms folded. This is where they're at. They're kind of in Nowheresville. They're in nowhere land. And so to get them to a first step, well, they need to know about us. And we need, and how do we do that? Not so much making ourselves the hero and not selling coaching. You know what we do is that we have to get them, we get them hooked by talking about the problem that's keeping them up at night, and specifically the pain around the problem. We're not talking about pain in terms of what counseling and therapy addresses. We're talking about the pain of, man, I'm frustrated. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, what does that look like? Well, here's what it looks like. That first yes that we get them to say, yeah, I want to see what you're about. This is a no risk yes. This is the easiest yes you will get in your coaching practice. And this yes just involves something as simple as signing up for your email list. It's following you on social media. It's grabbing a free download off of your website or off of your social media. There's no cost, there is no commitment. We're just looking for someone who is curious. And what we're doing then is that we are getting a yes. See, what happens is that when people give you their first yes, we're on the right track. See, if I'm just over here and I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever's going on, and I got a coach over here saying, do you want to hire a coach? Do you need a coach? I'm looking for 2 or 3 clients. This person doesn't care. They're not engaged. They have no commitment to you. There is no rapport. There's no interest. And that's what most coaches do. So I'm not really going to stop with that position towards someone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have something that is free that makes them curious. And I'm going to get, that's the easiest step that I can get someone to make. Because I don't put a price tag on it, except I show that there's extraordinary value in this free resource or this download or my email list. You're going to want what I want because I'm going to talk about the problem you already want to solve. I'm going to talk on my social media about the problem you already want to solve. And you know what? That's an easy yes. It's a painless yes. Some of you are watching me right now. You haven't invested a dime in any of your training or certification yet, but you're willing. You're right now here like, well, I'm thinking about this. I'm interested in this. Let's just see what this guy's got. Is he going to resonate with me? Does he have anything good? Does he know what he's talking about? And see, what my job is, like even tonight, is to build rapport with you. It's to build trust, be likable, and to show that I have something of value that I'm to give you that is out of my expertise. And see, if I don't build trust with you, if I'm not likable at all, if I don't say anything that makes you think that I know what I'm talking about and that I could help you, then we don't have anywhere to go. Like there's no other yes for us. I want you to get that. We're in a relational business in coaching. So that first step is just doing that. So your objective in that first step, that first yes, is just to build trust and familiarity. They need to know you exist, what you do, and that you offer something, even in this sense, without pressure. Now, this is a freebie again. It's an offer like email, webinar, free course. One thing that is very important, because coaches do this stuff, and I'm telling you not to do this. All right? Everybody listen to Paul on this. Do not give away free coaching sessions. That is not your first step. You know why it's not your first step? Because this is not someone that you even know is really, that's not the yes that you want, is I'm going to give away the most expensive thing that I offer as a VIP, which is my one-on-one time. And I'm just going to give it to someone for free with a button on my website, or what some coaches do, this tactic that has never worked in the history of coaching, and coaches do it all the time. Um, if you want a free session, the first 5 people who say free session in my comments are going to get it. Well, what happens when the 6th person goes on there? No, you have to pay for it. You don't get, I only have limited. Well, if you have anything of value, why would you do that? That is your ultimate ammunition. It's the thing that you're trying to get people to pay for, right? And there's other ways to go about it. So this first step is not going to be a freebie like a free session. Now, let me give you some questions that you want to ask to help you develop your number one, that first step, that no risk offer. Here's that first yes. What's the easiest way for potential clients to engage with you? I want you to answer these questions. Again, download these slides so you can get all these questions. You got to develop this offer. And you can use these questions to help you figure it out. What valuable insight, tip, or resource can you offer for free that speaks to their biggest struggle? Do you have an email list? If you don't have one, hint, hint, you should get one. You should create one. Do you have a freebie? Do you have a quiz? Do you have a challenge? Do you have social content that positions you as an authority? How will you nurture these leads so that they stay engaged and primed for what the next step, that next yes is going to be? And what do you want them to believe or understand about you before they consider a paid offer? That's what you've got to do in developing in that first yes. See, if I can do this part, if I can do this, then I'm positioning myself for the next yes that I'm going to be asking for, that starts leading to making money. But the first yes that I need is interest. The first yes that I need is just curiosity. And then I'm going to build the next step, or that next offer that keeps moving them forward. Now that leads me to that next part. See that next little yellow space? See how we're getting closer? Yes, I'll spend a little to see if you're worth it. Now, let me explain this really quick. See, this offer right here is going to be your max money, okay? This is what you're going to make the most money at over here. But we can start making money here. And so when we say spend a little, we are not talking about doing what we do over here. This is a different kind of offer. Why would I want to get them to spend a little? Because again, what are we doing? This is a yes. And if I can get a yes here, ooh, why did I do that? Let me see if I can go back in time and fix that. How did I get that? I must have grabbed the highlighter. See, if I can get them to say a yes here, then what did I do? I got them closer, and you know what they're doing is they're paying a little bit of money over here. Did you know that in business, that most of your businesses in business, they look for repeat clients, they look for repeat customers, they look for, if somebody has paid a little bit of money, they'll also pay more later. So what we're talking about here isn't super high risk, and it's a lower price point. We're talking maybe $27, maybe $47, maybe $67, maybe $77, something like that in that range. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to encourage you that this is not going to be what you're charging in terms of one-on-one. But if I can get them to part with something that is a bigger yes than right here, and it's low cost, I can actually start making money in my business while at the same time moving them towards the direction of a VIP client. So, how do we do that? Well, this second step is yes, I'll spend a little to see if you're worth it. So we have to understand that it's at this step where they're going to put a little bit of skin in the game. And that might be a low cost offer. It might be a mini course. It might be a paid webinar. It's just enough to test the waters. They're cautious, but they're willing to exchange a few bucks for value, proving that they're interested in what you bring to the table. Now, I want you to get the objective here. What you've got to do in this is that you've got to establish credibility, establish likability. They need to know that you're not just talk. You actually know your stuff and they like how you deliver it. And what happens as a result? They get a band-aid fix at this level. They get a little bit of help. But see, they're not going to get the same kind of help that they would if they had me one-on-one, but they'll get a little bit of help. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate that I am trustworthy, that I have expertise that can help them, and I want to give them a little bit of help. But their lack of commitment at that they're not at this level, I just meet them at their level of commitment, and they're going to get help to the degree of their commitment. When they make a bigger commitment, they're going to get more help. But what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to get their yes, and I got a baby yes, like the babiest yes ever with a freebie. This is going to be that next level. It's still it's a low risk yes, but I'm going to get that risk. I need to have offers available to meet them wherever they are so that they can say yes to it, right? That's why we're doing essentially these three different offers. Is what did I start? I started with a free offer. Now I'm going with what is a very low risk kind of cheap offer. Now, that next step then, well, let me show you how to develop your number two, your low risk yes offer. What is a quick win you can provide that gives immediate value that doesn't require a huge commitment? Again, think of who your ideal client is. Think about what their problem is that they want to solve. And you are going to create a low risk yes offer that doesn't require a major investment for that. Could you create a mini course? Could you create a workshop? Could you create a paid challenge? Could you create some sort of a digital product at an accessible price point? And does this offer naturally lead into your higher tier services? Again, that's where we want to point people ultimately, is to a higher level of commitment where they will get more help. Now, as you can see, every one of these things that we're doing, each one of these offers, remember, baby offer gets them in that first stage. The next offer gets them into the second stage. And your third offer, the third yes that you're looking for, is the yes, I'm ready to commit, but I'm not all in yet. But you can see that they're at least coming to life and they're getting excited about their change. They're getting excited about the help that you're providing. That third type of yes is where you might bring in a group coaching program or some kind of a mid-tier. It's a bigger investment, but it's not as daunting as one-on-one coaching. And they see the value, they trust your expertise, and they're willing to make a commitment, but they're not ready to go all in yet. So what would that look like? And what would the price range be? It could be a group coaching program. Now, in a group coaching program, you're going to have like 5 or 10 or 20. Really, in a group, you can put as many people as you want. Or maybe it's a middle of the road price coaching course or program or something like that. Now, again, they're getting help. They're getting more help than they were in the low risk category. Maybe this is the first time that you actually go live in something that you do. Maybe you do a live Q&A once a week. Maybe you do a live Zoom every 2 weeks or something like that. But again, I'm not trying to do one-on-one because I'm saving that because that's my higher value offer. What I'm going to try to do is serve as many people as I possibly can. And again, they're going to get more help. We're going to put more resources into this. There's going to be a bigger end game. There's going to be a bigger outcome. It's also going to cost a little bit more. It might be anywhere between $47 and $97 for this program. Granted, I'm not giving you numbers to say that this is what it has to be. I'm trying to meet you where your faith is because I realize that some of you are like, how am I going to get someone to pay hundreds of dollars an hour to work with me? And some of you, I know that you don't have faith for it yet. You will in the future because I do have coaches who are high ticket coaches and they're charging thousands of dollars for their program. But I want you to picture the people right now who might be around you that just gives you faith that you know that anybody that you're friends with can pay $47 a week to be in a group coaching program. That's possible for really anybody. There's going to be several people, as a matter of fact. Now, the objective in this third yes is just to demonstrate expertise at a deeper level. You're not just knowledgeable, they're connecting you with transformation. So, this phase prepares them mentally and financially for a bigger commitment. Now, let's imagine that you're creating your medium risk yes offer. Here's some questions for that. What group coaching, what membership or structured program can you offer that provides strong results but at a lower cost than one-on-one coaching? How can you create a program that allows clients to test working with you without the full VIP investment? Does this offer, again, help clients get results while also positioning them for deeper work with you? And what's the biggest objection they might have at this stage? And if they have an objection there and you know what it is, how can you address it? And lastly, how will you keep them engaged so they continue their journey after this offer? And now let's get to number 4. Yes, I want the full VIP experience. And what does that actually look like? Well, yes, I want the full VIP experience is your ultimate yes. That is a level 4 yes. It's the high ticket. It is a full support offer, whether that is VIP coaching, a private mastermind. When I say mastermind, maybe you have only a few different people that is kind of like an elite group that you have together. It's a premium service. This client isn't just interested, they are fully invested in transformation. And they know they need the highest level of support. And most importantly, they're willing to pay for it. And the objective in this ultimate yes, that level 4 yes, is for people who are all in. These are people who are not just ready, they are convinced that you are the one who can help them get results. So here's some questions for you to develop that ultimate yes, that VIP yes offer. What does full transformation look like for your ideal client? What level of access, support, or personalized guidance will they need to get that kind of an outcome? How can you position this as the ultimate solution for those who are ready to go all in? What makes this offer stand out from everything else that they've tried before? How will you ensure that this offer delivers massive value that justifies the price? And if you want the slides, it has all of those amazing questions and everything else. Just text the word slides to 833-258-7547. Give you like 2 seconds to do that. 833-258-7547. The word slides. Let me pay the bills really quick. Some of you have not even knocked out your training and certification yet. We've got some great opportunities for you to be able to do that. Like on March 15th, we have our one-day Life Coach Certification Training Accelerator. It's 12 hours, and this is curated training. It's only $195, and what we do is we go 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or if you're on Central Time, that's 9 to 9. If it's Eastern Time, you're 10 to 10. And what we do is that we walk you through a 12-hour simu-live training. It's curated training. So what we do is that we take our Life Coach Certification course and the best of boot camp, and we put it together in a full 12-hour training. You're going to get everything that you get out of like you would get in the Life Coach Certification course, which includes things like brandable templates, including your coaching agreements and coaching welcome pack. We're going to save you hundreds of dollars and at least 100 hours of design on those things. We have that available for you to be able to kickstart your business. You're also going to have the coaching tool starter kit. You're going to get hundreds of question samples. Obviously, you're going to earn your Life Coach certification and certificate. And you're also going to get included in bonus live Tuesday night coach training, because I realized that in one day like that, it's like you're drinking from a fire hose big time. And so sometimes some of the things in coaching don't sink in, and maybe you want ongoing support. Well, we have that because every Tuesday night from 5 to 7 p.m., we go live. And some of those weeks we only do practice, but this gives you a chance to go in and get the latest training every week, also to connect with me as well as other coaches who are part of the program. There's 7 sessions, just like we have in the Life Coach Certification course and in boot camp: foundations of coaching, the anatomy of a dynamic coaching session, how to help your clients get extraordinary results, how to listen on a transformational level, how to ask powerful questions, how to establish a growing coaching practice, and of course, live Tuesday night coach training. The value on this is $3,500, and it's only $195 for you. The link to this program is in the description of this video. Now, some of you would love to have the business development steps from someone who's been able to do it successfully. And I've been able to not only help thousands of coaches get trained and certified over the years, but we've also launched many coaching practices through our Jumpstart program. Now, Jumpstart does include the Life Coach Certification course. But what we've done in Jumpstart is that we have created an A to Z business development roadmap. We know all of the questions that you have. We know all of the steps that you need to take, and we've got tons of tools to help you be successful and not mess this thing up. To come out of the gate knowing exactly who your who is, where to find them, and also how to attract clients and how to close them. This program includes multiple courses. You get Brand Camp, which is 13 hours of step-by-step marketing messaging. We help you discover your niche. We help you write sales pages that are high converting. We help you write emails where you have a high open rate on your emails. We also help you with search engine optimization. And there's tons of tools that walk you step by step so that you get your all important branding down. We also have a course called the Coaching Product Launch Blueprint. This is a blueprint for a business launch, for group coaching, for online courses, for webinars, for challenges, for retreats, for workshops. We show you exactly how to do that. We go take you all the way from brainstorming to launch, showing you how to write your marketing messages and everything else. And I highly recommend this course, which you can only get as a part of Jumpstart. Jumpstart's only $97 a month. That includes training, certification, and A to Z business development roadmap. It also includes our Wednesday group coaching call, so that you're not doing this thing on your own. Coaches who are part of this program get to get together, get to support one another, get to rally around one another. Also, you get to have your questions answered every Wednesday night. So if you want someone to review anything that you're working on or to help you get unstuck, this is the ultimate place to get trained, certified, the business development steps, and to get support along the way. That's less than Starbucks. If you drink a cheap cup of Starbucks every day of your life and you don't tip, you're still going to be paying less going for Jumpstart. And again, this is the best way to get your six-figure coaching career off the ground. It's $97 a month with a 3-month minimum commitment. So, having said all of that, let's see. Who else do I need to say hello to? I see South Carolina in the house. There's Stacy, I believe, from California. Lori from Florida. Good to see all of you. Kathy says, I can attest to the value of Masters Academy and Life Coach Certification. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, listen, we are going to roll all this back to the beginning for the people who might have gotten here a little bit late, or for people who are just getting off work and they're going to be watching this in the future. So the future version of me says, hello, and bye. And let's bring this to an end. I appreciate you guys all immensely. The link to get enrolled in any of our programs is inside the description of this video. We would love to walk alongside you and make this happen. So let's do it, folks. All right. Put the work together. Make sure that you go over these slides, all those questions. You need to get that done this week. We're looking to sign a client in these 30 days. All right. All right. Appreciate you guys all immensely. Have a great rest of your week and take care.